Well, our journey this week starts in LA, baby, en route to SEMA in Las Vegas. But I'll be visiting the Street Rod Nats in Motueka later on in the show. So yes, that's me cruising down the Highway 15. It's the Interstate 15, takes you all the way from LA to Las Vegas. There's a few trucks that would look nice at Big Boy's Toys on the way. And don't tell anyone, but we were certainly moving it down the highway just to keep up with the traffic. Can you believe it? Here we are at the Petersen Museum, just in the LA area, and we're going to take you in for a look around here before we actually do hit the highway and get on the road to Vegas.
Boo! Hey, well, it's me once again. I just sort of pop up all over the place. This time I've popped up at the Petersen Automotive Museum. And over here, what's your name, dude?
Brenner Batista.
Can you run that by me again?
Brenner Batista.
Brenner Batista.
Yeah.
That's sort of like, that's pretty intense. How can you shorten that? Brenner Batista, is that the short
Brenner.
version? Oh, Brenner.
Yeah.
Well, we won't go there anyway. And your name is?
Rob.
Rob. Now, isn't it good to, there's a Brenner Batista and a Rob, you know, but anyway, we're going to go to the guy with the easiest name first, Brenner Batista. So tell us a little bit, sorry, Rob. Tell us a little bit about your time working here at the Petersen Museum.
I've been here almost 3 years now. I'm one of the technicians of the collection.
By technician, what do you mean? You don't clean toilets?
No.
That's a technician name too nowadays.
That's sanitation technician. I
Yeah,
think they call it.
You didn't get the first bit in there first. What kind of technician?
A collections technician, which here means I take care of the cars and all the vehicles in the collection.
Yeah. Like what? How many are there?
We own about 200 cars, motorcycles, and assorted little.
In this building?
Yes.
Well, and so like they're not all on display.
Not all of them are on display. A number of them are downstairs in what we call the vault, which is our underground parking.
How can we get in the vault to have a look? Because that's the juicy stuff in it.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna switch back to Rob. Hey, so Rob, what do you do here?
I am also a collections technician.
You also. I mean, how many technicians they got here?
There's 4 of us.
Really?
Yeah.
So you dudes have one of the happiest jobs on earth.
You know, we get to mess with a really wide
Yeah.
range of things. Yes.
Yeah. And
we basically take care of maintenance, repair. You know, no real restoration kind of stuff, but logistics, things like this.
Sort of tinkering restoration.
Yeah, pretty much. Sure.
And this thing here, it's a Bugatti.
Yeah, EB110.
Yeah, like EB110.
Yep.
That's pretty cool, isn't it? It's not like
Yeah.
the one that got down in the foyer there.
You know, yeah, it was a different era.
Yeah.
You know, it was a different era, man. Different company.
And this being the silver room, what's your nicest silver piece in here?
Man, you know that Aerovet is pretty slick.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
I gotta say that the Aero Corvette is it's a winner.
Yeah, and Brenner Batista. I got it wrong, I know.
Yeah.
What's your favorite car in this area here?
I'm partial to the Bizzarini over there.
Yeah.
It's a Italian handmade kind of sports car, but it's got a small block Chevy in it. So
It's sort of like the Italians, that they can have sort of like 5 o'clock shadow and still look cool, can't they?
yeah.
Without any further ado, I'm going to sort of disappear and let you guys get back to
All
your
right,
chat.
man.
Well, here we are, and we're at the Petersen Automotive Museum, and on my left, your right, we have this beautiful Chevy, and it is just absolutely amazing. If you had a look underneath it and just seen the absolute detail that they've done on it. And over here, we have 2010's winner of America's Most Beautiful Roadster. And, well, you know, like, they've got, as you heard, you know, got hundreds of cars here, and there's not a great deal of them on display.
Back in New Zealand, a shortage of hot rods was not the scene at the Street Rod Nats. The bad weather had kept people inside, but what an amazing event.
Oh, Jesus! Hey, how are you all? Woo-hoo!
Oh, great.
Yeah. Hey, Barry, how you doing?
I'm very good, thank you.
Yeah. You all right? You're getting over a good weekend?
I am, yep. The tiredness is starting to disappear.
Yeah, like you said last night, you know, you got into bed on Saturday morning or early Sunday morning, you said you let your wife know that it was you that was creeping
that's right.
in there.
Yeah, we had a few nights like that.
You want a little old age creeping on you, you know?
Oh, I don't know about that. It's just I'm not a computer whiz,
Yeah.
so my typing skills are about half the speed of a kid.
Or half the speed of, or twice the speed of me. Yeah.
Something like that.
But hey, what a weekend, eh? What a way to end it with an earthquake.
Yeah, well, at least it was the next day.
Yeah, yeah.
We still got to get home though yet.
Is it, yeah, like because you're Christchurch?
We're going to Christchurch and all the roads are blocked.
Is there no way in?
Well, we hope to go to the West Coast.
Yeah.
This
Well,
will be-
if there's no way in, there's no way out.
Yeah, true. Yeah, but the coast road's knackered and the centre's down is not good.
Yeah. So what did you drive this weekend?
Model A coupe,
Which one?
the pink one with the flames.
Oh, yeah. I've got that on camera. Yeah, that's nice, eh? Oh, and we all know you. What? And now tell people.
Tell people what.
Tell people what you came in.
What I came in,
Yeah.
34 Ford Coupe 5-window,
Yeah.
bright orange.
Bright orange.
You can't miss it.
You can't miss it. It's
No.
like dog's testicles.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, on a cold day. But the quality of
Oh,
cars
amazing.
that was here
Yeah.
was phenomenal.
Yeah,
you
no,
know?
I just so wrapped that we had such a high quality and nothing come on a trailer,
Yeah.
only one went home on a trailer,
Yeah.
which was great.
But I mean, you know, like when you go for quality as a part to quantity, I mean, it's like, you know, but having all the cars, you know, because the weather all in the hall, wasn't that beautiful? It was like a big car show with no ropes around, so people could stick their heads in windows, and the public could see, you know.
And the thing was that I was looking, and most people were respectful of the cars, and there was no people leaning over them and things like that,
Yeah,
which
like
was really
dangly
good.
chains and all that
Yeah,
sort of stuff, you
yeah.
know. The Street Rod Nationals, that's quite a build-up, you know, because it's the Street Rod Nationals of the country.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I didn't know whether it was the right thing to do at the start. When Gary said he wanted to do it, he talked to the NZHRA local rep, Kendall, and said no one wanted it. Normally you get 2 years, we had 10 months. So I said, oh well, if you want to do it, I'll back you 100%, but get the club on board. Well, the club came on board, and I called us the $1,000 club because that's all we ever have in the bank.
Yeah.
And it wasn't going to go far, so thankfully Protector Safety stepped up. Insurance, sorry, get it right.
Yeah, Protector Insurance.
Protector Insurance,
yeah.
yep.
Colin and Ray and
yes,
the boys up there.
yep. And they came aboard and we were off.
It was a really good weekend, you know.
Yeah.
It was pretty laid back, and it was really well organised.
Yeah.
Pity about the weather, but hey, it did come out sunny yesterday,
Yeah.
so we did see one day of sun. But no, it was a credit to the club, small club, and they put on a good show.
And the fact that so many of you are stuck around on Monday morning.
Yeah, but there's no way home.
Oh, is there? But you're all going to stay here anyway for a while and chill out. You know, the breakfast here, this is the
I know.
Cafe Elevation Bar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just had a nice breakfast here.
Yeah.
But I
Great
think we're
omelets.
going to be able to get through Arthur's Pass. It's a bit longer to go home, but
Yeah. You go through Doug's Pass.
Doug's Pass?
Yeah.
I've never heard that.
Well, I'm about to dig it. I usually end up digging myself into a hole somewhere along the line.
That's not being a pass, that's just a, you know...
A disease. A greater. Yeah, they stop digging, you know. I can't help it. But this has been a terrific weekend.
No, it has.
You
yep.
know?
No, right from when I saw the first car up on Friday night, I thought, wow, it's happening.
Yeah.
And then yesterday when we finished at the meal last night, the prize giving, I went, it's finished, and I wish it hadn't.
Motueka, yeah, it's big enough to be small and small enough to be big, but the main street is so beautiful. No, because you get cars just going up and down, you know, the hot rods. It's neat. It's like Whangamata, yeah. Yeah. Whangamata, yeah. They should have a beach up there or something.
Yeah, that'd be a good place.
Yeah, hey, if there's anyone out there called Noddy, here's a good idea for you. Start a beach hop. Yeah, yeah.
No, it's good to have a town
Yeah.
that's just big enough not to have welcome on both sides of the
Now,
sign.
now thank all the sponsors. Who are all the people that actually allowed this to happen?
Okay, we'll start at the top.
Yeah.
Protector Insurance.
Yeah.
Number 2, American Auto Parts.
Yeah.
Christ.
Paul Fast Eddie.
Yes,
Yeah.
indeed. Number 3.
And Paul.
Yep, and Paul, yep.
And Maud.
Yes.
Crazy Maud.
Yep. Parks Automotive in Motueka.
Yeah.
They sponsored the Top Street machine.
Yeah.
Yep. Repco in Richmond.
Ripco, you got to have those guys on board. You got the gorilla on the block.
Yep.
You know.
Yep. Able Tasman Sea Shuttle with
Yeah.
their boat trip yesterday did a very good deal.
Yeah.
For the.
How did that go?
I understand it was pretty good. Tasman District Council,
Yeah.
which is a strange one to say, but they were very helpful with
Well, it's good to have a cooperating council, you know,
Yeah.
because you're doing this for the benefit of the town, you know, and so when they jump on board, it's got to be a plus.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just all the other businesses that jumped on board. You know, like there's lots of them little ones. You know, the people that did the lunch and then they chucked the coffee vouchers in and just bits and pieces
all
like
those
that.
prizes, like all those raffle things last night.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
never seen so many bits and pieces to give away. Or everyone could have left with 2 or 3 things.
Oh, they did.
They
That was
did?
the idea.
Wow.
So we
that is neat, eh?
made sure we got something, even though it was only a wire buff or
Yeah.
something like that.
Barry, hey, thanks for letting me come down here and film this.
That's great.
It's what a beautiful.
The door
town.
was open.
Oh,
The
the
door's-
high school, but the high school on the main street.
Yeah.
You know, I've got to film it. It's awesome.
Yeah, no, it's a little community.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's great.
Yeah.
you've got no reason to leave here. That's
No,
for sure.
well, some of you have got no reason, nowhere to go, and nowhere to get there. Well, that's about it from Motueka. Can we all do a woohoo? 1, 2, 3. Woohoo!
Welcome back to Jonesy's Garage for another CRC Catch of the Day. What do we have here today?
We got the CRC Penetrate here with us today. So any corroded parts, maybe that nut or bolt that won't come out, give it a good soak on one of these, and hopefully you'll be away again.
So it's a high-speed penetrant, so hopefully it'll be working pretty fast by the look of that.
I hope so.
And it also leaves no mess.
Faster the better, and no mess, and you'll be away.
Woo!
Woohoo! Hey, Bruce. How you doing, man?
G'day, Dougie. How are you, buddy?
I'm glad you didn't poop your pants.
No,
Hey,
I nearly did.
What about the earthquake last morning?
Oh, mate, it's all rock and roll,
Yeah.
all shakes, and
Yeah.
it's great. When you drive one of these, you just get used to it.
A Willys,
Yeah,
nonetheless.
the real McCoy.
The real McCoy, and a big block in there too.
Well, do they have small blocks in Willys?
No, I don't know actually why I said that, but
No.
this, hey, man, when I saw this earlier on this year, I literally almost fell over, man.
Did you?
It's a standout, you know?
Thank you.
It's a
Yeah.
serious standout, and tell us about it.
Well, gee, where do you start,
We'll start at the front here, and we'll work our way to the tailgate.
Yeah, well, it took 8 years to build. We had a few challenges along the way, and
Which businesses were involved? Give
well,
them credit.
I got the year well. I got the body off Bay Chassis Works, but unfortunately Richard went under, and so we had to make up some other bits and pieces to replace the bits that he wasn't able to do for us. But from then on, it was just designed. All the chassis all been bent in Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
Auto Weld in Pennsylvania. I shot my designs over to them, and they come back and say, can't do it. So why? Well, because you got the wrong radiuses. We can only do certain radiuses. So, that's okay. So I redesigned the chassis, and
Well,
then.
you said, that's funny. I mean, how many people actually know that you can do that?
Oh, there's nowhere. I couldn't find anywhere in the Southern Hemisphere that would bend up RHS. So it's
Okay.
4x2 RHS.
Okay,
Yeah.
I do know someone who can bend it,
Mandrel bend it?
and they can curve it.
No, we can curve it easy as hell.
Okay.
This has got pretty tight radius. It's 12-inch radius.
Wow.
So, and it's got 6 major welds that hold it together, and that's about it, really.
6 major welds.
Yeah, that's the way the thing's been designed. So,
Now the big lump stick sitting in the front here. Tell us about that.
well, where do you start? I mean, it's got everything in it.
Well, what's his, a 871, is it?
No, 671.
671.
Yeah, 671's 454 bought out to 468.
Yeah, but it's a 60 thou over.
Yeah. The heads were done by Valley Head Service in California.
Okay.
And the rest of it's just like endless. It's got the good rods and the good pistons and the.
I got a C cab, and after I took the flathead out, I wanted to get a little bit more power, and I had a 454, board 60 over, dropped the 671 twin fours. It was all Sig Urson.
Mate, they pull like a room full of schoolboys.
Oh man, they pull a yank off your mother.
Yeah.
But the brand Sig Urson.
Yes. Man, used to do fuel injection and stuff like that.
The whole thing was a Sig Urson.
Oh, really?
Engine, but just when when they brought the water pumps out, 1990, I think.
Oh, you're going back a bit there.
Oh yeah, man, I dropped like $22,000 on the engine. That was in 1990.
Yeah, I wouldn't like to hesitate and tell you how much this one owes me.
I just put another 0 on the end.
Yeah, but it's all 99% of it's hand polished. The blower was polished when I got it, but I touched it up a little bit more. Most of it's alloy, chrome-plated alloy at my mate's down in Christchurch and at Tony Pole. And
now the skins you got on the back there, they're going to flatten a few possums.
They can. They're really good in the wet, I can tell you that.
Good.
On tight roads.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I can tell you now, Willys were never designed to drive on tight roads in New Zealand in the wet.
Yeah.
No. So, it's been a labour of love. I've enjoyed it. I don't watch TV, so
no, you don't need to,
mate. Sort of my TV's in the garage. I just work away out there, and
but sometimes that's all you need.
I've probably got enough bits in the garage to make another one.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, just threw them away. Not good enough.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
So-
I mean, This is just beautiful, eh? Who did the upholstery?
Andrew Walker at AV Upholstery in Christchurch. Yeah, he'd done a great job for me.
Yeah, and the paint. What's and
the colour.
Yeah.
The colour is a colour I came up with myself.
Yeah.
And I got a guy at PPG in Christchurch to tart it up a bit. And he rang me and he said, "Oh, Bruce, you're not going to like this." He said, "It's a bit loud." And so I went and had a look at it, and I said, "It's perfect. Lock it in."
Right volume.
Lock it in.
There's
Yeah,
right volume in it.
So yeah, I call it blood red orange.
Yeah.
The blood red pearl orange because it's got pearl in it. Yeah. Yeah. So
What size are the tyres on the back of this thing?
19 and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah, by 33s.
Yeah.
It's great.
Hey.
1800 revs at 100 miles an hour, 100 k's.
1800 revs at 100 k's.
Yeah.
So like, how much in gas is going to cost you to get
mate,
from one end of the street to the other?
Mate and I drove up from Christchurch to Kaikoura, and I used $8 less petrol, more petrol than he did in his 350.
Wow.
Yeah.
That says it all.
Oh no, I don't push it.
Oh well, you don't need to. No, dude, you don't need to.
No, it goes good. It goes when you need to go. And
Yeah, Bruce, thanks, dude.
Thanks, Dougie.
Yeah.
No.
What a beauty, eh?
Yeah, no, I love it.
Thank you
it's
so
good.
much for giving us this eye candy.
Mate, I'll tell you something else that I meant to tell you. My wife did all the lawns, trimmed the trees, did the edges, looked after the house and did everything for 8 years.
Yeah.
So, you know.
While you did this.
Yeah, well, I did this.
Are you back doing those other things now?
We're working on that.
You're working on that.
Yeah.
Don't work too hard.
I might build a 33, I think.
Well, then there's another excuse. Yeah.
Oh, no, that's what she's worried about.
Oh, she'll get over it.
Yeah, but she mows the lawns too low.
Too good.
No. Cheers, Dougie.
Meantime, we have to thank Motueka Garden Motel for their lovely accommodation.
Well, here we are, and I'm with Vince, and we're here at the Motueka Garden Motel. How you doing, Vince? You just got to take our word for it. We're shaking hands and not giving each other a titty twist. Yeah. Hey, Vince, this is a pretty cool hotel, man. Oh, motel, I should say, you know.
It's fine
very
here.
handy.
Yep, it is. Plenty of room here.
Yeah, you've got a good reputation around town.
Well, I hope so.
Yeah,
Hope so.
no,
Been here all my life.
I've always said to people, you know, where I'm staying, and say, "Oh, hey, yeah, he's a good bloke, that," you know.
Yeah, oh, well.
You've been here all your life.
Been here all my life.
Well,
yeah.
it's
Yep.
born and bred.
Born and bred in the district.
Yeah. Vince isn't very
Love it
tall,
here.
so I'm kneeling down to say good day. But yeah, so like, I got a picture of your shop, you know, of the place there. The palm trees are beautiful, aren't they?
No, that's an addition we've done about 3 years ago.
Yeah, there's a lot of investment there.
Yes. Just that's just things that we are trying to improve all the time.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
Good rates,
Yeah.
good showers,
Yeah.
decent sized coffee cups.
Yes, yeah.
Hey, you know,
yeah.
like you've obviously stayed in motels that have little wee cups, you know. You learn,
Certainly.
don't you? You learn by staying in other people's places.
You do, exactly.
Yeah. But what's your phone number?
Phone number here is 0352 89 299.
Yeah, and for those who couldn't hear properly?
We've got to say it again.
Yeah.
0352 89 299.
Doesn't he say it well? There you go. From Vince and from me, this is the Garden Motel in Motueka signing off for the New Zealand Street Rod Nationals, brought to you by Protector Insurance. Woo!
Without dedicated clubs like them, we would not be able to have events like this. So once again, thank you. I would like to thank several people, the organising committee for their hard work and time to run this event. To all the sponsors, thank you, and especially Protector Insurance for their support for this event and our other sport.
Of course, every great event has a prize giving, and this one had an amazing prize giving. I have never seen so many prizes to hand out to so many people. Barry, you and the team, man, you have done an amazing job in just gathering all the stuff up. I just can't believe it.
Move on. The top 10 hot rods that you guys voted on, the votes are counted. I've looked at the votes. There was one vote in it. It was really, really close. So I'll go for the top hot rod first. Shane Fox from Invercargill. Next one is Top Street Machine. Once again, there was one vote in it. I was very amazed. Paul Johnson, Cadillac,
See the name. Thomas and all. And for the top participating family. So these trophies over here. You always think you look through it, but this year was actually, I thought it was quite easy. With granddad, grandma, mum and dad, and 2 kids. Would the Steer family like to come up, please?
So here we are in Patea, and this is Jim, the historic Jim, and his faithful friend Ted. Hello, Ted. Nice pussycat, nice pussycat. You know, yeah. Hey, Jim, tell us about this beautiful car.
This beautiful car is a 1917 Doctor's Coupe. It was bodied in Invercargill, just came here as a rolling chassis, and it was bodied in Invercargill as a doctor's wagon. The reason is the doctor sits there, the kid sits in the middle, and mum sits there if he's got to take him to surgery or hospital or anything like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, well,
and you've like lovingly restored this thing, you know, tatters.
Just, yeah. But we had enough wood and enough steel or bodywork to actually do exactly as it was.
Yes.
I mean, it's completely exactly as it was.
It's almost like taking a screw and building a car from it, isn't it? You know,
yes.
Or nut and a bolt. You
well,
know?
Trying to find the right screw.
Yeah, you're trying to find the right screw to build a car from.
That's
yeah.
the one, yeah.
But now the dashboard is original, isn't it?
The dash is original. There's 2 brown pieces on the back there. They're original. That's original timber.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's all brand new.
It's all brand new, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or the engine.
The engine's totally different because the one I got was absolutely stuffed.
Yeah.
Like stuffed.
Yeah.
The body was stuffed. The chassis was stuffed.
Almost like a turkey at Thanksgiving.
Oh, worse than that. There's only the bones left.
Only the bones left. More stuff than that. Yeah.
More stuff, yeah. But there's no wheels, no front axle, no rear axle.
Yeah.
There's just so little there. But I could see what it would look like if it was done up properly.
Yeah.
No?
And here it is in the magazine.
Here it is in the Shed magazine.
The Shed magazine.
That's the October-November issue of the Shed magazine. Well worth getting. It's pretty well written. Photographs are really good, and the detail they go into for some of the things they've got like that are absolutely wonderful.
Anyway, so and how long has this taken you to do?
6 years.
6 years.
Yep.
And is that just like, you know, just as you felt like it, or like constantly?
No, because it's so rare, I've had to have other people do a lot of the work, like the bodywork and stuff like that, upholstery, of course, because it had to be done properly.
And it's beautiful upholstery.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
You know?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, the guys at Got You Covered in Hawera did a beautiful job.
Got You Covered, yeah.
Got You Covered, yep.
Because that's real coach work, isn't it?
Oh yeah, yeah, it's real professional with a double button and all that sort of stuff.
This doctor's car, you know, terrific. Now, you got the spare wheels.
Yes, it's got 2 spares because being a doctor's car, he's got to get to the job and get back home again.
Yeah.
It's got the 2 gallons in there because your petrol stations were the chemists in those days.
Okay,
and it's
really?
and that's
wow.
that's where you got your bloody petrol from, a chemist.
Chemist?
Yep.
So you get all sorts of stuff. I didn't think you'd ever get petrol from a chemist.
Yeah, well, you do.
Well,
sure
you can get gas at a coffee shop now.
Yep.
You know, don't you get sick of that, trying to buy gas at a coffee shop?
Well, I think worse is the supermarkets are selling bloody oil.
Yeah.
When I first started, I refused to go to any supermarket because they sold castor oil, and then I had a workshop. I got rid of all the castor oil in the workshop and only had other stuff.
Yeah.
Because they were selling it to the bloody, you know.
Well, you were trying to sell it too.
Yeah.
You know.
And I'm not trying to sell their stuff.
No. Yeah.
Knives and forks and bloody baked beans.
Yeah, and anchors.
And anchors, yeah.
Well,
yeah.
So what size engine?
It's about a 4.5 litre.
Okay.
6 cylinders, overhead valve, which was Buick started in 1903.
Yeah.
And I've had overhead valve ever since.
But it's got like valve and head.
Yeah.
No, valve and block, is it?
Valve and block, yeah.
So there's actually no head. There's a head part of the block.
It's a non-removable head.
Yeah, non-removable head,
yeah.
The French wouldn't have liked that in the guillotine days, would they?
No, that's had a couple of goes.
Yeah, yeah. Nice pussy, nice pussy. The, oh wow, how much torque would something like this
heaps.
give? Heaps.
Heaps, because it's got cast iron pistons and cast iron rings.
Really?
Yeah. And when I mic'd all the bore up and everything like that, I figured the motor had only done about 40,000 miles.
Yeah.
So I just cleaned up all the pistons and all the rings and put them all back in.
Yeah.
And it cost me $6.50 to recondition the motor because they make a gasket between the block and the crankcase.
Wow, this is a treasure. You know?
It is,
It's an absolute treasure.
Yeah, I'm so proud of the people that did the work on it, you know.
Well, they've done a darn good job,
Yeah, well, they all wanted to do it desperately,
Well,
you know,
that's
which
good,
is a
isn't
big
it?
thing.
Yeah. Well, Jim, hey, thank you so much, man. It's been a pleasure. This is Jim, you know. He's famous in Patia, you know, and Ted's famous all around the world, eh? Putty, putty, putty. Puss, puss, puss. Nice pussy, pussy.
He's the mayor of Patia.
He's the mayor of Patia, isn't he? Yeah.
And finally, we are winding down at the Street Rod Nats. There's Craig Steer, wondering why he hasn't got a drink yet. Well, they don't serve overage drinkers, Craig. That's your problem, brother. We couldn't do this without our amazing sponsors, so please support them. Big Boys Toys, Mothers, there's no shine like a mother's. Protector Insurance, believe me, with drivers like me on the road, you need these guys. Swiss Trax Flooring, it's quite possibly the best flooring in the world. Kiwi Span New Zealand, check out their website. They have a shed for everything and everyone. Online Logistics, the switched on dudes who can not only ship your vehicles but also source them. Give them a call tomorrow. Then there's CRC. They have the stuff that makes things work again. Smartway Security. Call Roger if you need to keep an eye on things when you're not there. Then there's Casper Transmissions. These guys really do give a shift. New World Browns Bay, if you're local or just passing through, stop and shop. Gary, the owner, just loves classics and hot rods. And then there's Ting Tools. They're last because we use their torque wrench at the very end to tighten everything up so it can go on TV. Keep in contact with us via Facebook. And remember, you can buy our fabulous SEMA DVD from Las Vegas. It's amazing value at only $25 or $45 with a Hot Rod Show t-shirt, and that includes shipping. Email me, doug@thehotrodshow.com. So, until next time, keep the dirty side down and the shiny side up.